Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeCharis, CPA, coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, with another amazing version of how to win at business. And if you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching a replay, give me a hashtag replay because it makes me feel good. If you want to connect with me, I love talking about business, how to find money, how to save money, how to keep money. And all you got to do is go to timewithjoe.com. And we also have Mastermind with Joe DeCharis, where we meet every week on Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3:30. And we play Jeopardy, we network, we learn, and we have a lot of fun. So I want to invite you to that. And tonight, folks, this is going to be a pretty short training. What I want to talk about is something that I recently got very, very interested in, which is trying to get free money. There's no other way to put it. Well, actually, there's no such thing as free money. You got to pay a little, you got to put some time in, you got to put some effort in. But there's a couple of ways, creative ways to start putting money in your pocket. And one of the big ways are grants. Now, I've known about grants all my life, and it was like a mystery. You needed a grant writer, you needed all kinds of resources, you needed time and effort, and it was tough. But it's gotten a lot easier, and I'll tell you how I know that. I have clients who actually have gotten grants. And if you know how to do it, it's really not that complicated. It's tedious, it's time consuming, but if you have the time and the knowledge and the skill to do it, let me just show you some of the things that are available here. So it's just, and all I did was I did a Google search, and there is a ton of other ways to find. Believe me, Google is great, but you want to go on the government sites. A lot of these sites are just trying to get you to pay them to get the grants. So let's go to another place. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Grants.gov. This is a big one. The government isn't the only one that gives grants. Businesses give grants too. Other not-for-profits will give grants to other not-for-profits. I mean, it's really endless. And not only is it endless, they keep adding. You know, when they exhaust the grant money, there's going to be a new one. Now, what types of grants you could get depend. Now, businesses can get grants, even individuals can get grants. Businesses can get grants for anything, and there's specific criteria. But if you're doing something with technology, there's a lot of technology grants out there. There's a lot of research grants out there. There's grants out there to build your own stuff. Okay, so if you're building, let's say, some kind of software that might help people, there are grants for you. We have a client that actually builds robots to help all kinds of people, but one is kids on the spectrum. So she programs these robots, and what we're doing for her is we're actually setting up a not-for-profit. So let me tell you a little bit about not-for-profits, because it's a lot easier to get a grant when you have a social purpose. So like our client that definitely has a social purpose, they solve a big problem, and it's not just kids on the spectrum. They could design these robots to help people with Alzheimer's, dementia, all kinds of things. So we are setting her up with a not-for-profit, and then we will do the research for the grants. So now I'm more than happy to show you, or if you come to the mastermind, that's where you could find out, because we go right to the source, which is which is my assistant, Elizabeth Frederick, and she knows a lot more about getting grants than I do. We can write the grants for you. We could research them. The bottom line is we want to help put cash in people's pockets instead of taking it out. Now, the other thing that has gotten me really, really interested is in this crowdfunding concept, because it's, you know, like everything else, it develops. And I believe what was the, I think one of the big ones was Crowdfunder or Crowdfund. I don't even know. But here's one. It's called Kickstarter. I know people that have signed up for this. But again, just like with the grants, there's a lot of different crowdfunding sources. And, you know, you can find a crowdfunding source that will service a particular niche. So we have a client that actually produced a movie, and they raised about $10,000 through crowdfunding. We also have a friend that was able to start a business. She actually started a company, and they helped her raise money. They showed her how to get the money from investors, and I'm pretty sure they helped her get investors. And they did this whole thing with helping her with a business plan and making sure that she had a solid business on a firm foundation. And that's my story, folks. I'm sticking with it again. If you want more information, contact me, come to my mastermind group, and let us show you the money. Let us show you the money. That's what we're doing now. You know, I'm a CPA. We focus on bookkeeping, keeping books and records, making sure our clients don't get in trouble. We prepare tax returns, and we handle tax resolutions. But this is an area that we are getting into, which is showing people how to find the money. And the truth is, you can't find the money unless you have your books in order. So again, that's another one of my stories. I'm sticking with it. God bless. And I think we do have, hi, Susan, how are you? Yeah, contact me. We want, another thing we want to do, Susan, is we're going to start doing a lot of what you do. We want to help people get government contracts. We want to get people, women-owned, minority-owned, disabled, whatever, certified, so that they can bid on government contracts. And you know, Susan, you know that there's a lot of government contracts out there. There might even be some for bookkeeping. So I want you to educate me. Maybe you could stop in at our mastermind one of these weekends and enlighten us on how people do it. I know it's like a 3-year process, but it's definitely worth it. That's what I'm told. And we have a lot of people that qualify: minorities, disabled, women, veterans. And yes, you do need to stop and visit. So thank you, Susan. Thank you, Elizabeth. God bless. And I will see you again tomorrow with another amazing version of How to Win at Business. Thank you. Good night.